Hey guys, what's going on? ZenNaku003 here, bringing you guys a special new YouTube series on my channel. We're going to try to determine if virtual reality will be possible in the next 5 to 10 years. And I'm going to lay down a couple of facts, and so we can find out if we can get sort of art online, something similar to that, and be able to, interact with other people online. Just escape this reality when you have a bad day and you want to go and just kick a dragon's ass or kick a monk's ass or just go in there and do whatever you want. Mostly go and play Nazi zombies, what many people are saying in our head right now. We want to go and play Nazi zombies and we want to be their first person. I don't blame you, but it's going to be scary as hell if you think about it. That, Doom, and Resident Evil and Left 4 Dead, all that shit would be scary as hell in virtual reality. Alright, but let's get on down to this. Guys, I'm going to make one comment real quick. Anything that you guys want to talk about in reality or quotes to this video of virtual reality or anything like that, put down in the comments down below. Let's try to get this so amped up we can get more and more people to look into this. For instance, Google, Sony, Microsoft, and Steam, and a bunch of other companies like Apple and stuff. Maybe we can get somebody's ass in gear and kick them a real good one in the butt and maybe get something going. But I know there's a lot of companies right now, like Sony has got a 3D headset out. That's getting really close. And then you have Ocean Rift gaming headset coming out. That is supposed to be similar to HackSun, HackSign or Hack whatever .hack. Getting closer to us, but mostly probably we're going to see .hack before we will see Nerve Gear technology. But I'm going to lay down some information for you guys since maybe you didn't know, and let's get on to it. Alright guys, I'm going to put down a little fact for you guys from World War II. Before the atom bomb was made, it was considered science fiction. You could not split an atom. But when a bunch of scientists came together with the United States military and government, we were able to create the nuclear bomb. It was able to help us win World War II. Now, a lot of people are saying that, well, that's bull crap. No, it's true. Back during World War I to and from, back from World War II, before it was created or ever considered, it was considered not possible. You could not split an atom. It was considered impossible because people don't want to believe technology can advance. Nuclear technology came and came and came. We were able to create nuclear generators before Vietnam to power our ships. It went into our boats and to our air carriers after our next line of air carriers to the U.S. Kennedy and stuff were able to have nuclear generators in them to power them. Now we have nuclear power plants. Nuclear technology came and came. And what I'm trying to put there is technology does advance. Now, let's get into some facts that can actually get you guys thinking. Prosthetic limbs have came so far since 1995 that they actually now have got prosthetic arms that can actually open and shut to grab cups or any kind of feature. The only thing they cannot do yet is feel and touch in a way that mimics the real personal hand that was lost. Once they can master this feature, technology will be more and more possible for virtual realities with Nerve Gear. What I mean by this is, when we go into the game, we want to smell and touch. So there you go. Virtual reality needs these features. Now that we know we can make prosthetic arms that actually can react to our muscle features in our bodies that actually connect to our original arms, we can actually now move on to the next stage and making feel and touch systems for the person who lost their body feature, because you want to feel. If you lost both arms, you can't just touch someone you care and feel them. You can't. There's cold, lifeless hands, regardless. But still, being able to grab a cup, be able to feed yourself, that's right there as a champion on its own. Now, moving on to the next thing. Internet speed is still coming. My understanding is I think Ohio or Kansas City, I'm not sure which one, they're talking about making internet speed 2 times faster, actually 10 times faster, putting down this new internet cable they call Cloud. This internet speed will be 10 times faster than what it is already now. If you have the max speed of Verizon, Comcast, or 4G, regardless, this internet speed is going to be faster. Can you imagine what that's going to be like all around the world? The internet speed will be so fast that you're always going to be a host, regardless on any kind of game system you have. Meaning technology is, for internet, is getting better and better. Can you imagine what it'll be like in 50 more years? That internet will be so fast, you'll actually be able to talk to somebody in Japan and still be able to see them and everything. Wouldn't that be awesome? But moving on to our next thing, Ocean Rift gaming console headset. This headset comes with a small little box that hooks into your internet or whatever, and you can play video games. You can download them into that little box. It's still considered a console to me because it's not just a headset. Sword Art Online, you hook your headset into the computer to be able to play online, but everything is saved to your headset, every game and everything. But Sword Art Online had another one flaw. It still was a disc you had to put into the computer. Yeah, you guys thought I was crazy. No, I remember that little feature. It was still required a PC to play the game. Many people don't remember that, but you had to go to a store to purchase the game in the headset. It still requires a PC, and that's going to be regardless. But Steam, the entertainment industry of Steam, is also created a wireless gaming system for this purpose, is because they were making a vast new system that's going to be released with cloud. This system is going to be running off cloud system pretty much for the internet. You'll be able to download games regardless of how much, and be able to play it the same day you download it. Most people nowadays who download it like a 5 gigabyte game won't be able to play it until 2 days later. You want to play a game now, that's what cloud technology will be able to do. Now, moving on to our next key fact is that gaming headsets are also getting more and more better. For instance, Sony 3D goggles or headset, whatever you want to consider it. Many people have actually been able to find a way to connect it with the Xbox Kinect. They've been able to play, be able to make their characters move and stuff in Skyrim and Fallout. I've actually considered this interesting because it's more and more closer to God, why am I trying to say Sun? But it's becoming more and more closer to that game system, and sooner or later we might have that one closer. But there used to be video games that used to be available in certain malls that were able to play with guns, and you used to go 1v1 with another character in that game, and you usually wouldn't win because the character was so fast and whatever. But the technology, as I'm saying, is coming closer and closer. Prosthetic legs and prosthetic arms are getting more and more advanced as technology advances. Then you have the gaming console headsets like Ocean Rift, Sony 3D goggles, and then you have the cloud technology internet that is coming sooner than most people think, because this wiring is being laid down as we speak, but it won't be activated for a few more years, I believe. There's a video on machinima.com. It's called The Future of Gaming. Guys ought to check it out. I'll try to put a link down below in this video for you guys to check it out. And then you have Steam. Most of these virtual reality will be run probably through Steam essentially, or the company who creates it will have its own version of the system, but I probably will believe they probably will be using Steam. And personally, I would not mind it, but many more things are coming in gaming. I believe the PS4 and the Xbox One would be one of the last few console systems. Why do I believe this? More and more gaming technology is coming and coming. For instance, I believe the Ocean Rift headsets are going to be more and more advanced, that it will actually make Sony and Microsoft have to come up with a new system of their own. What I mean by this is, if Ocean Rift gets closer and closer, it's actually going to launch. And once it launches and they get all the bugs worked out, this system could actually make the console wars obsolete. It'll be now known as the gaming headset wars. And this could be more and more interesting because each one will push each other to the limits. And soon enough, this gaming headset wars will be producing Nerve Gear. And once Nerve Gear comes out, it'll go into another thing where you just have a little chip installed into you. I'm not looking forward to that one. Maybe a little pair of glasses and all that. But I have a little chip implanted on the back of my neck. I'm not so sure I would be happy to do it, but that will be way after our time here on Earth. Probably the people who are maybe only 2 years right now, 2 years or younger right now, will probably live to see it before we will. Anyone who's in their late 20s like I am, yeah, we won't live to see. Yeah, we might see Nerve Gear, but we will be in like our late 40s before we see it. I may be lucky to see it in my late 30s, but we're not going to see it in our 20s while we're still in our pride. But it's something to look forward to. When we do our next video, we're going to talk about another subject in that is hacking, and we're going to get into that because that's more and more important in something like this, because we don't want something like Sword of Art Online really to happen. Alright guys, now this is what I need you to do. Let's get this video over, 50 likes. Let's make out our goal, 50 likes on this video. Also, leave a comment down below. Let's get your opinion on what I was discussing in this video. Let's get a chat going. Let's try to get Google, Sony, and all them into this. Let's try to get somebody interested in this other than Ocean Rift Technology and in Sony. Sony has already got plans on doing this, and Steam does too. And Steam is always looking to upgrade their video game servers. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Please like the video. Also, if you wouldn't mind doing, hit that sub box button above my video up here. And let's get this chat going. Alright guys, peace out.